Can't finish Siege Wave because the Zangor decided to spawn out of bounds. Anyone know how to clip through the geometry? Alright, so as we continue to play Siege mode, some bugs are going to start to, they're going to pop up. And honestly, we're definitely going to need to keep an eye on this. This is one I saw recently that was there's actually a good solution here for this one. I'm not 100% sure on this spawn specifically. However, we do have a way to clip through the geometry. Now, obviously, this is a bug that I have seen a few times in this mode, and I kind of wish I knew this. But this was a post that was made 3 days ago. I just want to let you guys understand the context of here. Like, Siege mode is still very new. So the more we play, the more bugs are going to pop up, and the more we're going to have to focus on the problematic bugs. And I also get it for the disconnections. I will talk about those soon. But recently, what has been working for me to connect to games, I just been, going into queue, leaving queue until I see it say join in progress, and then that helps me actually connect the games. But regardless. Also, let me know in the comments how you guys have been experiencing connection issues in Siege mode. For me, it always drops whenever whenever I go into a game that seems to be like waiting to jump into Siege mode. For whatever reason, it drops. So I just been joining a game and leaving a game, and as soon as it says join in progress, I'll just join that one, and that seems to work for me. But yeah, just a little quick one, because obviously we're on the subject of Siege issues here, and this spawn out of bounds bug definitely has a solution. Yeah, I will show this one again 3 days ago, just for context, and then here is the solution post, apparently. PSA, for those losing waves due to stuck mobs, summon the Dread. So, happened yesterday, wave 18, nothing was working to kill a single Gaunt down there, was saving up for the Dreadnought, and after around 1 minute, it teleported down there and massacred it. Good thing is, it will teleport back to normal terrain and help on the next wave. So, always save up for the Dread for a specific wave, or in case this happens. Yeah, so this might be a temporary solution, because obviously this is an expensive one, it's a Dreadnought, but the more I'm playing Siege mode, the more I'm saving up points. I am pretty much able to get within, wave 20, wave 15 with enough Dreadnought points for myself, but still, regardless, I understand that this might not be the most convenient solution, considering it really depends on the terrain. Now, the bug that we just saw with the Zangor behind that wall, hopefully the Dreadnought would be able to teleport there. But you would think that disc shaman behind that door I'm pretty sure is the door that we came out of to go into that section. This is straight up underground, so I don't know. The Dreadnought just might be a freak of nature when it comes through clipping through the level or something. But yeah, apparently the Dreadnought just teleported down there and massacred it. Very interesting. We are going to go into the comments for this one to understand if we can know more about this bug specifically, because if there is a temporary solution, it's definitely one that I want to make sure that we talk about, because I as well as I might need this. I might need to use this. I understand you guys might need to use this as well. And considering the connection issues, it would be very unfortunate to actually get a good wave and then to lose it to something like an enemy not going to where it should be because of its spawn. Obviously, anything that can help that is going to be good to know. But yeah, for context, this was 12 hours ago. So it took about 2.5 days for, the general public to see a solution to this. So understand that you might be seeing bugs right now that we have not had a temporary solution for. But for now, we do have one for this, or at the very least, it's worth trying, because hey, if you're going to lose the wave anyway, might as well throw the Dreadnought at it. And it does seem to the Dreadnought does seem to stick around. So hey, you get a Dreadnought, you save your run, but you might need the Dreadnought a little bit down the line. That hey, I had to use the Dreadnought for a bug. It's always worth it. It's always worth it. I fixed it by calling in Heavy Bot. I'm not sure what happened, but as soon as I did, a lone Gaunt just popped in nearby, and we could end the wave. Oh, this is interesting. Does the heavy bot also teleport to it? I guess I could just continue looking for that. I think somebody did mention before this that they did the same thing with the heavy bot, so I guess that is implied that the heavy bot teleported there. Okay, well, this is interesting. But the added context here of as soon as I did it, a lone gaunt just popped in nearby is pretty interesting. Because it's not as much as the heavy bot going to the gaunt. The gaunt went to the heavy bot, so I don't know, but it is very good, obviously, to see somebody say, hey, I fixed it with the heavy bot, so maybe you don't need to spend... Man, holy cow, yeah, maybe you don't need to spend 1,500 points. You could just spend 200. That's definitely a lot better. Yeah, shout out to the people who stay within, within the first 5 minutes of the video or whatever. Y'all just saved some money, I guess. Man, I need to get more stipulations like that. That'd be kind of interesting. But yeah, obviously, that is not something I'm going to actually try to do. But yeah, overall, it's very good to see this comment, because if somebody didn't try to do this, and yeah, we would be spending 1,500 points right now. I've had mobs that aren't even stuck, and instead they're kind of just hiding without aggro. Gotta go look for the Zangor hiding in a corner sometimes. Okay, yeah, I've had this. I'm not 100% sure if there's something alive, though. Now, we did cover siege bugs before. We covered the siege bug where, like, all the enemies were cleared, and then the waves just wouldn't continue. The thing is, maybe it was something like this. Maybe something was hiding. However, I have to admit, I have not seen that bug since the most recent maintenance. Now, you have to keep in mind, they did 2 maintenance. They did. It was 2 maintenance. There was 2. They definitely scheduled 2 maintenances, and it was not. I mean, look, it definitely fixed the bugs that I was experiencing. But right now, the connection issues are definitely a little bit hit or miss with Siege mode. The more I play the game, the more I'm starting to recognize them. But yeah, unfortunately for me, right now, the only real connection issue I am dealing with is the one where, you join a game, you join like 2 people, you go into the rectangle, and you hit a loading screen, and then you're back at the battle barge. That is easily the most frustrating one, and that is also the one that I've obviously seen the most. And that is what I mentioned earlier with how I've been working around that. That's pretty much why I've been doing that, is because I just keep hitting that same connection issue. But whenever I get into a game, it seems to be fine. I have seen 1 or 2 people leave games, but sometimes just people leave games, so those could not be connection issues or whatever. But yeah, we will definitely keep an eye out for anything that's going to be temporary solutions. But I definitely wanted to make sure I added in my temporary solution for connection issues. If you're just joining games with 2 people, they're at the battle barge, I assume. The game sends you to a loading screen, and then you go back to the battle barge. I don't know. Something's weird is happening there, where I think you're joining games too early or something, and it's like their loading screens didn't work, or I don't know, man. I'm not a dev. I don't understand how it works. So I just try my best to try to make sure I join games that I'm guaranteed to join. So they really should just open up the matchmaking for Siege mode to include people to jump into games at like wave 10 or wave 20, wave 15, like at the end of the wave or something. I don't know, because I think for whatever reason, what's happening is we're joining games and like maybe they're just going into wave 6 or something. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I have seen people join like last minute at wave 5, so that would probably explain that a little bit. But pretty much what I've just been trying to do is just, if it says you can join a game in progress, that is where I am getting the best connections. But yeah, we're going to keep an eye on all the bugs and everything. I'm glad we had a temporary solution for this one. Obviously, this is a frustrating one. Also, some people have mentioned that they're solving this with just spawning, the guardsmen as well. So that's pretty good. That's potentially a cheaper, solution to that. But also, you can max out the guardsmen or something, right? But yeah, regardless, yeah, this is a temporary solution to enemies spawning out of bounds. That's definitely a run killer. but hopefully this can help you guys out. I'm still very much enjoying Siege mode, but yes, the tech issues can be a little bit annoying, so don't be surprised if I start to focus on that these next couple days. But as far as like bugs that I've seen that are run killers and also have a temporary solution, this is definitely pretty much the highest one on the list. Yeah, enemies spawning out of bounds, terrible. Again, though, let me know in the comments how you guys been dealing with connection issues or, bugs like this. Yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this, and thanks for watching.